Hey everybody, welcome to Parenting Reality with Danielle and Jason of Easy Baby Travelers. And our family in the back, a little one currently
You can see Finn.
noshing on a bagel. We wanted to talk a little bit about fits today because we just experienced a massive one across all three kids. So what do you do when your kids just decide to go nuts and have fits? Like
Run away.
run away? You might want to do that.
The easy thing to do, if we're going to be realistic, is what a lot of parents do today, which is turn on a TV, try to distract them, entertain them with something else, which usually results in giving up your phone.
Yeah, and it
or
seems like
watching
it
TV.
works, right? Because they
It works.
quiet down.
They quiet down, they watch it, absolutely works. But fundamentally, what you're teaching them is they have a fin, they cry, they get to watch TV.
Yeah, and that's not always the best solution because then they're staying glued to that device.
Yeah.
And
And what also bothers me is when you go out to restaurants, everybody's looking at a screen.
yeah,
And back in the day when we used to go to restaurants when we were kids, you did tic-tac-toe on the menu, like on
Yeah.
the paper menus. You had a conversation.
yep. There were no phones back in the day.
there
I
weren't.
don't think there were regular phones back in the day when I was a child, but my mom, I don't know if they had invented them yet. I'm trying to make a joke that I'm really old, but you're not picking up on what I'm throwing down.
That was stupid.
Thank you. Yeah, that was kind of lame. But the point that I'm trying to make was that
It's hard.
it's hard, but my mom would just like let me cry it out, would let my brother cry it out. And sometimes we'd be writhing on the floor, screaming and kicking, and then we would calm down. But there was no like TV to sit us in front of. And
No. And
Why
just
is-
now, the boys were not sharing TOYS. And so we took them away completely from both of them because we said if you can't share, then you can't have it at all. So we took it away, which then ended up having our 2-year-old and our 3-year-old screaming, crying hysterically. And it was really hard. It felt like a long time, but realistically in the car, it was maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and then they calm
And then
down.
they calmed down and nobody's talking about it anymore.
Yeah, and it kind of gets like a little ridiculous because it's over something that we think that's simple, but
It's big to them.
it is big to them, and that's something maybe sometimes as adults we don't realize that for them it's different, and they don't completely understand it in the way that we do. And when they lose something or they don't get something, it seems like such a much bigger deal to them. They can't like process it and think it out. But it's
Yeah.
hard because you get frustrated as a parent. You don't know what to necessarily do, and you get upset and you get stressed out. You just want it to stop. But I think like taking 10 seconds and taking a few breaths is super helpful.
Yeah, I think the big thing is just stick with whatever you're going for. Because if you give up on it after 5-10 minutes, all it taught them was that they need to complain or continue that behavior for 5 or 10 more minutes. And in the end, they'll get what they want.
Yep.
And it's about creating little human beings that are going to be good human beings in the end. The baby just woke up.
Yep. So speaking
we're
of
out.
little human beings,
Our
we're gonna
baby's up.
Yeah, if
So
you want
we're out.
more tips and watch more things like this, just hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.